Hello everyone, Alex RC Freak here, coming at you with another video. I just want to say thank you guys so very much for being patient with me. I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately, and I sincerely apologize for that. But like I say, it's winter time where I live, and it's got like 2.5 feet of snow. It's nuts. So as you guys know me, I spend way too much time, effort, and money, my own money. I am not sponsored in any way, just like most of you that watch, or 90% of you that watch, my videos, which I sincerely appreciate, are not sponsored. So you guys have to, use your hard-earned money on anything you buy for your hobby to enjoy your hobby with your own money. So, anyway, that's what I do. So I don't drive them in the rain. I don't drive them in the water. I don't care if they say they're waterproof or supposedly have waterproof electronics, but you got to think, you have to understand, your differential case halves are not waterproof. Your transmission case halves are not waterproof. Your tire foam is not waterproof. If your vehicle, for example, like Arrma products, the wheel bearings are not rubber sealed wheel bearings. They are not waterproof. Even the rubber sealed ones are not waterproof. Think about that. Seriously think about that. And people that always post on the forum, on the RC forums, and you guys, if you did it, you know who you are. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I'm just being honest. That post stupid videos of taking the garden hose to wash off your vehicle because you're too lazy to actually take a toothbrush and all-purpose cleaner and clean it manually. I don't care if it's waterproof or not. I like to do stuff the right way. Now, I know some of you may say, oh, I do it this way and it's the right way. That's great. But you know what? Taking the garden hose to your RC to clean it, I don't care if it's Traxxas, Arrma, Losi, whatever, is not the right way to clean it. I don't care. I don't care if you went mud bogging. I don't care how dirty it is. Spend some time with your RC. Take it apart and clean it the correct way. So anyway, what I got for you today is an unboxing, and I'm super excited about it because it's one RC I've always wanted. And let's get to it. So bear with me. I might be moving the camera around, so please bear with me, everyone. I would greatly appreciate it. So, anyway, can you guess what it is? I bet you can. Maybe you can. Here, let me move it around a little bit. So, I'm trying to get the best lighting I can for you guys. Now, like I say, I don't really have a table area that's big enough for this, so please bear with me. Anyway, what I got here is something very exciting to me. So, bam! Arrma Talion V3 2018 model year. The latest one. The shop just got this, the hobby shop. I've always wanted a low-slung, real truggy looking vehicle. This is a 6S BLX with the optional 20-tooth pinion gear. You can get up to 70 miles an hour. The stock one's 16. So, these tires are super lightweight. The body looks actually pretty cool. I like the ground effects. It's a metallic gunmetal on the back and a red up front. Black 17mm wheel nuts. Waterproof electronics. The steering servo has 204 ounces of torque. Just so you guys know. That steering servo is a good servo, but it's not super high torque, so I'm going to change it out for a Savox SA 1230 SG. I'll be doing that. Also, it comes with a Tactic 2.4 GHz radio that doesn't have a shark fin antenna or anything. It's just nice and smooth. I think Tactic radio isn't the best quality. Nothing's wrong with them. They work. They get the job done. I guess you could say it like that. They're not great. They're not good. They're not terrible. They're like an in-between. But I'm going to switch that to a Spectrum radio and use my Spectrum DX6R. Now, the chassis on this is 1 inch shorter than the Creighton. And the A-arms, the upper and lower A-arms in the front, and the lower A-arms in the rear are the exact same as the Creighton. So, for example, if you want to go RPM, the RPM Creighton A-arms will fit the same thing as the Talion. So, it's just the chassis braces. The Talion does not have the cage, the upper cage on the center differential like the Creighton does. You know, this has a lower slung wing. The shock mounts are different. The shocks are shorter. You know, it sits lower. The chassis is different. The rear wing's different. The body's different. You know, it has 10,000 weight in the front differential, the rear differential, and the center differential. 30 weight shock well on all 4 shocks. Let's get this thing unboxed because I can't handle it anymore. So you're going to use your X-Acto knife here. The brand new blade on it. Make sure to not cut yourself because I seem to have bad luck with that. But so anyway, it's a pretty cool RC. Stick this out of the way. Okay, so what you got here is you got your instruction booklet. Okay, I'm just gonna grab the camera and bring it in all in close for you. So you got your instruction booklet. Okay, these are XT90 plugs. It gives you extra ones for your batteries. It comes with the optional 20-tooth pinion gear right there. There's the optional 20-tooth pinion gear right in there. And then it comes with some shock posts or some body posts and shock pistons and everything. See, there's some shock pistons right there. There's a body post right there. So just some miscellaneous parts. And then it comes with this big, you know, 17mm wrench, like every Arrma usually does, that I've seen or purchased. It comes with about 5 Allens in there. There's about 5 Allens in there. So it's a pretty nice wrench. And then it comes with another, you know, 4-way wrench in the back, that smaller one. And it has the 5.5mm, you know, on it. It has the instructions. There's the BLX 185. I actually really like that speed control. It's been pretty good to me on my Creighton at least. So anyway, this is it, and this is the instruction manual, which is the same on every, you know, Centon, Creighton, Talion, all that stuff. So set that aside. So let's take this thing out of the box. See if I can get one of these off here. Oops. Flinging shit. Okay, so here's the rig out of the box. There's nothing in this box or any of these other boxes. Okay. Yeah, sorry if you guys couldn't see that very well. Alright, there's the rig right there. And it is very light. Compared to the Creighton, it is really, really light. So I'll try to get that in view for you guys. Yeah, please bear with me here. But anyway, no, it's really light. And then you got the box right here, which has your radio in it. You don't even need the X-Acto knife for that. Take it out. Box here. There's the tactic radio. So you got a couple different various adjustments. We're gonna go through them right now. Hopefully you can see this. So this is the radio. It takes 4 AA batteries. You got 2 buttons here that don't do anything. It's just a 2-channel standard. You got your throttle, your steering adjustment, trim knob right there. And then you got your steering rate. So this is steering rate, throttle, and steering adjustment right there. So, you know, it ain't the best radio, but it'll get the job done. So this is the rig right here. This is the highlight right here. So, that's what we're going to look at right here. So, as one thing about Arrma I do like is this air vent right here on the body. It just looks cool. But all these stickers are going to get deleted. So what you guys can do is you can peel these stickers off very carefully. All the stickers is going to be taken off, all that. It's going to be all debadged except for the front end. That's going to be taken off. But you use wax and grease remover or automobile prep cleaner for before you actually paint, like actual paint the car. But you use wax and grease remover and it'll take all the glue residue off if you ever want to de-stickerify your vehicle. Just a little tip for you guys. Now these tires feel super light. Like they're very light. Now look at that. The rim's ugly as hell. But at least they're black plastic, so they're not like a white plastic. And these tires though, they're grippy. Like they grip pretty good, it looks like. So let me take off the body. It's brand new right out of the box, guys. So one thing about the body is that Arrma, I like that Arrma does. And these stickers will be taken off right here if you can barely see it, see in the light there. But they have the body clips on these little tethers. I think it's really neat. There's the body. I think it looks really cool. So, like, I apologize if this video is going to be a long one, but don't just bash, blast. That's pretty neat. The Arrma does. Also, Arrma does put these little tape to protect it so it doesn't get rubbed away. That is so neat that Arrma does that. I mean, they're pretty good quality, I think. Like I say, the magnets in the motor are pretty strong. It's a 2050 kV motor, 150 amp ESC. So the BLX 185. Now you can adjust the punch level on this to 9. Punch level 9. On the Kraton, it'll do almost a double standing backflip with 50C, 100C burst Electron Pro batteries. So it'll do a standing backflip for sure on the Kraton. This is 1 inch shorter, lower slung, a lot lighter than the Kraton. So yeah, it'll probably do a standing backflip. You punch it up to level 9. Be careful though, if your batteries are not good enough or not in good enough maintained condition and you try to do that, you could risk damage. But I would not recommend doing that to level 9 punch control unless you put 500K in the center differential, 100K in the front and rear, or 50K. I'm probably going to do 50K in this front and rear and 500 in the center. That's what I'm going to do. But the suspension feels nice and plush. It's 30 weight shock wheel, but they actually feel really good. I'm going to put 42.5 weight shock wheel in there. I may keep the stock Arrmas on here for a bit. I don't know yet. I'll probably put RPM on it sooner than later. And then it has this little bumper right here. This front little bumper. It's kind of small. So, you know. And then it has these little chassis guards. This is the receiver box. Let's get up closer. So let me just take you off the mount. But this is the receiver box. It's a smaller, compact. It has an O-ring seal around the edge, so it is watertight. Aluminum 25-2 spline servo horn. And on the Kraton, the servo is sideways. This one is, you know, length of the truck, long ways. So it has a series connector, so that way you can just run one battery. You know, a loop connector, some people call it. The XT90. Yeah, the XT90 connectors are good connectors. I like them. Steel spur gear. Steel outdrive, you know, outdrives or whatever. Steel center drive lines. Dog bones. There's the pinion gear. There's a motor mount, aluminum motor mount. It's a motor. So, yeah, it's, you know, aluminum top plate. Like I say, this servo has 204 ounces of torque. And this is the newest model with the caps on the shocks. This is waterproof. It is really light. I'm used to my low C5T that's 40 pounds, and when you pick it up, it practically tips me over. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, for these stickers right here, if you want to remove them, put wax and grease remover on a rag, soak it on here, like hold it against these stickers right here, and then it'll kind of soak into the sticker material, and then you could peel it off and then use wax and grease remover to get the glue residue off, and it will not affect your anodizing, and it'll look better too. So anyway, the only thing I would watch out for, at least on my Kraton, And I had a problem with these on the outer one right here. Is this thing right there, the outer rod end, is it popped off. It kept popping off, so I put better Traxxas ones on there with washers, and it fixed the problem. So anyway, just thought I'd show you. Sorry if the angle was weird, but yeah, there's the wing. It's a lower slung wing mount. There's the underneath of it. Now look at this. See those little points right there? Those little plastic arrows? Those are for your chassis braces, so the chassis brace won't flex or move around on you. That's something new that Arrma's doing. Now look at this. It's balanced on its wheels. That's pretty cool. It has a good balance. I can already tell you it's going to jump beautiful. And I've never even driven it yet. But these are to keep the chassis braces centered so they don't move around very much. That's a great design, Arrma. Only thing I don't like is they're trying to keep it lowest center of gravity is right here. The spur gear is wide open, but you can custom make a, you know, little skid plate for it if you'd like. But see, here's what I was talking about. These right here. These pop off these ball ends right here, and you gotta put better ones on. So this is a 4mm rod end right here. CVDs in the front, as you can tell. CVDs right there. Steel bearings right here. They're not rubber sealed, they're steel on the wheel bearings. So if you're one of those people, like I said before, that like to drive in water, there you go. You're gonna get those rusted out and you're gonna have problems. Make sure that the nut for these pillow balls, the nut on the outside there, is adjusted properly. They keep loosening up on my Creighton. I've had a big issue with that. And then these are aluminum. Check this out. These are right here, these aluminum pieces, so you can't break your turnbuckle plastic piece like they always break. I mean, these things are just built. I'm telling you right now. Front and rear sway bars. You know, good spider webbing in the back on the rims, on the wheels, so that way they're nice and strong. Yeah, it's really nice. There's the rear wing mount. The wing mount's kind of short and stubby, but there's the shocks. Aluminum adjustable collar. Looks like a silver spring. These, you know, dust boots. Pretty nice. Has the Outcast V3, or the 2018 Creighton battery tray. I actually really like this battery tray. And if you're wondering, this spot right here is where you put your balance plugs on your LiPo batteries. You put them in here, and that way they're not flopping around in your drivetrain. Really is nice rig. And another thing that Arrma does that's really neat is their body posts in the back are oblong, like, because they know the chassis is going to flex a little bit when you bash. They're oblong, just like you would do on a race truggy design. Now this I actually may take to my local track and try racing it at the local track. I'm probably going to do that. I really like the look of this body. Maybe I wish they did a couple different color schemes. I wish Arrma would do green. I don't mind red because it's dark enough red, but I wish they'd do green and like gunmetal. That'd look sick. Or silver, that'd look really neat. But 17mm wheel hexes, you know, great. They're good electronics, great electronics. Now, another thing to do, I'm going to take this whole thing completely apart, everything. Clean all the differentials and automobile parts solvent cleaner. Make sure they're clean, and then reassemble it. I'm going to clean all the shocks too. Do not get any part solvent cleaner, brake cleaner, anything like that on any of the O-rings for the shocks if you're cleaning them, or the differential O-rings for the outdrive cups, or the, you know, ring gear gasket. Don't get any solvent, brake cleaner, anything like that on them. You will cause damage. I promise you that. So, anyway, after that being said, there's a 2mm grub screw right here. You loosen that, and you pull this out, and it's a pin. I like that. It's not a screw that's going to back out. That's a great design. Put RPM short rod ends on these. Get the RPM short rod ends for these. It'll fix the rod end pop threads from stripping out. I had that happen on my Creighton quite a bit, actually. And if you notice, this one's actually assembled wrong. See that little tab right there? There's a little groove in this that this is supposed to slide down onto. So that's just something that maybe, you know, to look out for. So, see if this side has the same thing. Yeah, see? This side's the same way. perfect example. See if I can get the light in there a little better. But see how this groove is almost there, but it's not quite lined up? That's just to go to show you guys. But I don't want to make this video mega long, but it's a Arrma talion. I'm very happy I got it. I really like it so far. It's awesome. I've always wanted one. These tires actually feel pretty, like they're a little bit hard, but they feel like they'll grip. Now keep in mind, I have this as like a racer, like actual maybe go to the track if there's not a lot of D-bigs at my local track. It seems like the last couple years when I've raced before, a few years ago, there's a lot of sponsored assholes. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but at least it came to my track, they had this big ego like they were better than everyone else just because we weren't sponsored, you know, per se. Like I say, no disrespect to anyone that is sponsored, but I'm just saying, if you're going to the racetrack, just be respectful to everybody. Why be a douchebag? Seriously, just because, let's say you are in first place, let's say you have a better setup than everyone else, maybe you have a little better rig than what someone else can afford. You know what, that doesn't make you a better person. Maybe that's what they like, you know what I'm saying? So respect everyone, alright? But anyway, I just want to say thank you guys for, you know, subscribing to my channel, watching my videos. You guys mean everything to me. I just want you to know that I have not forgot about the channel or you guys. I'll be doing a teardown series on this, just so you know. I will not be driving it until the snow melts. So maybe a couple months before I actually drive it. So please bear with me, but I'll definitely get a video of it. And keep in mind, I'm not going to do major bashing with this. So if one of you guys are like, oh, you need to bash it hard. No, not going to happen. So I'm going to do light bashing with it. I'll say that. But I'm not going to do major bashing. I'm not going to, like, you know, you've seen my Creighton videos. I'm not going to be doing that with this. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Sorry it was kind of a long one. I just wanted to be exact and kind of let you guys know. The only thing I'll say about these that I would recommend is RPM. These have a lot of slop. Like, it's hard to show you on camera, but my hand in the way. But they do have a lot of slop. Like, I'm going to take that body off. But they do have they have some slop. Like, the front end has some slop. RPM upper and lower front arms fix that problem. So the stock arms are actually probably pretty strong. My Creighton, right out of the box, I got rid of the arms and put RPM and the servo and the receiver. So which I'm going to be doing out of this one too. I won't be doing RPM. I don't know. I probably won't be doing that for a bit. But and this doesn't have the cage right here. There's a little cage on the Creighton that goes up. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me just get my Creighton out real quick, and we'll look at that. Okay, we're back. Now, this is the talion right here. This is the Creighton. Now, Creighton has in their eyes, let's see here, I forgot body clip, my bad. So they have a different looking body than the talion. See, like, that's the Creighton body. The talion's over there. So I'm going to set this aside. That's what that body looks like. So they like to do a red and black theme with their 8 scale vehicles, it seems like. But this one has RPM front bumper, you know, 42.5 weight shock wheel, 100,000 weight in front and rear differential, 500K in the center differential, punch control at level 7, which I think is perfect. XT90 connectors like they usually have, but see what I mean here by this cage? It's a little bit bent down, see how it's a little bit bent, but it gives you a little bit of cushion on the body. But I have the RPM rear arms with the RPM dirt guards in the back. But other than that, this thing's basically stock. This thing is the 2018 model year, so it has these little splash plates. These little things right here. Yeah, so this is like lower slung, like I say. This is both the rigs together. This has the Savage Flux HP tires on it. They're really grippy tires. It's actually the only stock tire I've actually loved on an RC, believe it or not. But, yeah. So those are, you know, the trucks. This thing, you know, the tires actually line up pretty much the same. I don't know, maybe they are. Nah, I could say it's a little bit shorter actually. But, so yeah, it is a little bit shorter on this frame. But the guy at the hobby store told me it was an inch shorter. I don't know. It looks like it might actually be an inch shorter, to me. But I really like my Creighton. I really, really do. It's a great rig. Oh yeah, and if you do the RPM front A-arms, you have 2 shock position holes, which is kind of nice. Just saying. But anyway, only thing I've ever broke on mine is the differential, the rear differential case. That's it. And I bent the shock tower, but I straightened it, and it's good. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry it's a long video. I just like to be very thorough in my videos and as I possibly can. So yeah, but anyway, as you can tell, just another quick FYI, these shocks are the bodies are a lot shorter. The shock tower is a lot shorter. This body of the shock is longer and the shock tower is taller. So just so you guys know, front and back, like the back one's, you know, a little short stubby thing. So just saying. And then these rear body posts right here are different than the talion, at least on my gear one. So, and they're adjustable on the side. They're adjustable, so you can actually adjust, you know. These are not. So maybe that's something new that Arrma's just did. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Alex RC Freakout. Please subscribe, like, comment. I read all the comments. Good, bad. You know, like I say, just respect everybody if you're in the hobby. You know what I'm saying? People in the hobby ain't trying to, like, if they go to a bicycle BMX track, to anyone who does BMXing, we're not trying to mess up your jumps, okay? Just so you guys know that. We're not trying to mess them up. We're just trying to enjoy our hobby just like you guys enjoy bicycling or mountain biking. Just saying. So anyway, just have respect for everybody. Alright, love you guys. Peace.